games. Whoop, let's go. Hursty games, and this how we do. Now it's time we team up.
Hey there guys, welcome back to Hursty Games and welcome to a player review of this Team of the Season Nani SBC card. Now I think this card actually looks half decent. I'll go into his in-games and everything in a second, but I'm also just going to show you very quickly the squad I've used to complete him. So these are the players that I'm submitting. So it's an 85 rated squad with a Team of the Season, Team of the Week, or Team of the Week moment card, and an MLS player. So I just used an MLS player I had in the club, and then a bunch of players I had in the club. So relatively cheap, relatively cost effective, but I think this card actually looks pretty darn decent. So I'm going to submit the squad and show you the stats on this Nani card as well, because I really do think he looks very, very good. I know there's a couple of stats on there that I think maybe could do with improving, but I will explain those as again we get into the actual card itself. But here he is walking out doing his thing. He's gone fishing apparently is what he's doing, but there he is. And I think honestly his card does look very, very good. One of the big things with this card is he is 5-star, 5-star. I think that is a massive plus for me at least. I love having 5-star weak foot. 5-star skill moves are great. I'm happy with 4-star skill moves because I'm not the biggest skiller in the game, but it's helpful to have some of the 4-star ones in there as well. But looking at his details, so looking at his attributes and stats, sprint speed is quite low, but I do plan on boosting that with a chem style. The only other stat that looks kind of low, possibly for me personally, is maybe the finishing. Other than that, I think, you know, 96 agility, good balance, great dribbling, great ball control, good composure, curve, long shot, shot power, 80 plus stamina is great, 99 aggression is fantastic. So I'm very, very happy with this card. I think it does look very, very good. The fact he's 5'10" as well, he isn't really short. He's not massive, but for a winger, 5'10" is plenty. So I'll show you the team I'm putting him into as well, and I'll put the chem style on. Okay, so I was going to put a Hunter card on him, but I put a Catalyst on there just because I think realistically, I think the Hunter will be slightly weighted with some of the shooting attributes it would have added. It probably would have boosted the finish a little bit, but I'm not too upset about it. Although if the finishing does end up being a problem, then I think a Hunter card would be the right option. But I put the Catalyst because I wanted that boosted pace. It gives the 93 sprint speed, so I think it ups his pace to like 95 roughly. This is the team he's going into. It's a little bit fun. It's just a quirky team. He'll be playing at left cam because I think realistically, if I'm going to bring him on, he is going to come on as a wide cam. So that's where I'm going to play him. That's the squad we're playing him in. Let's get some games done. Okay, first game on, and we are up against a very nice Bundesliga team here, like a really nice Bundesliga team here. Some fantastic players, and this is going to be a big challenge. A bit of a chance to break through. Aguero's going to play it down to Nani. Let's see how his pace is against this Da Costa, because Da Costa is not a slow player, but Nani's done really well to turn inside him. Get it into Rafael Leao. Nani's now slightly out of position. This is going to be tricky where I'm going to want to try and get the ball to him a bit more, but if he's the wide cam, he's not going to have all the chances. So I'm going to have to accept a few different types of highlights for today's video, I think. Renato Sanchez. We're going to try and get this ball to Nani. Again, good pace, good positioning. Nice little simple turn back into Renato Sanchez, up to Rafael Leao. Turned the wrong way. Oh, Nani gets the ball here. Heel to heel, we're going to drag it back. Try a finesse. It was a really bad time to shoot. Right, Nani on the ball. Nice simple dribbling. He feels really good. He turns really nicely on the ball as well. That's my fault because I've dragged him into the wrong way, but his on the ball dribbling is really good. Nani, got a little bit of space here, but Witsel closing him down. Maybe I could have played it in, but just wasn't 100% sure it would have been the right idea. But now we get it to Nani. Flicked it up nicely. Keeps the ball. Good strength there to keep it in a tough position. Gonna get it back. Try to finesse. Decent effort. Again, good strength. Good. He just feels really good on the ball. I really like his composure. I guess is maybe down to it, but also his balance. His agility is fantastic. So I'm really liking him on the ball so far. Nani, a nice simple heel to heel. We are going to drag it and just keep possession. Again, just really good on the ball, really composed. To Aguero, and we lose it. Aguero plays it into Nani. Nani does well to keep the ball. We're going to try a shot. I got dragged a little bit outside there, which is a real shame because I think if he was able to just stay a little bit more central, I think actually it would have been a half decent effort. Well, I got disconnected from the last game. I was losing, but my internet went and I lost anyway. But man, it's unlucky because I feel like Nani feels really good. It's just a shame that I can't seem to quite get the positions and the chances that will really make the most of him, but hopefully the second game will change that. Okay, second game after the first one with the disconnect, and it's a bit of a strange team. I don't know if he's trying to do objectives with any particular players there, otherwise he's just got a lot of good players that don't link. Seedorf's going to play it down to Nani, going to cut inside, beats Pereira, which is really nice to see. Nani plays it off to Aguero. Aguero's going to play it up to Rafael Leao. We are going to sweat it to Seedorf. and we are going to score. That does all come from Nani cutting inside. Again, I just feel on the ball. I do really trust him. I think he's a very, very good card. And very good at dribbling. Obviously didn't have too much to do in the end with the final goal itself, but made it all happen. So well done to Nani. And first sort of contribution, which is has taken a while, I'll be honest with you. Seedorf, we're going to play it out to Nani here. Nani again. Can he take it past Pereira? He just about keeps it. Good strength, because Pereira is not a mug, so he's done really well to fend off Pereira in that situation, in my opinion. See if we can just... now the pass that was poor was unfortunate. Aguero, down to Nani. Nani with a nice little drive back, and then forward Leo. I tried to pass it off to Aguero, but good, again, good control from Nani. I love his dribbling. Aguero plays it off to Rafael Leao, down to Seedorf. We're going to play it to Nani, who does stay on the side. Nani's going to try a finesse from quite an odd angle, but the keeper did come out, found the space. Lovely goal from Nani. Gets himself his first proper goal contribution in all of the games so far. So very happy with that. Lovely finish. And at the end of the day, thumbs up from me. Well, the guy wasn't happy with that, and we got the rage quit. So I will take the 2-0 win and first goal from Nani. You'd love to see it. Right, third and final game, obviously the first two being cut in half, but we come up against a very nice looking side. He's also got Bernardo Silva, he's also got that Renato Sanchez, but he's got a very good team around them. Let's hope we can play well here. Aguero, down to Nani, we're going to play it back up to Aguero. He's going to make a nice run. We see the good run from Rafael Leao. Oh, there was a good run from Nani as well, but sadly, it did lock onto Leao instead of Nani. And the ball into Aguero here. We see a run from Bernardo Silva, but we do play it to Rafael Leao apparently instead. And Rafael Leao, on his left foot, is going to find the back of the net. Nothing to do with Nani, but it's a highlight to show you, I'm afraid. Nani, nice. Good turn and plays it inside to Seedorf. We're going to get it back to Rafael Leao. Get it back to Nani where we can here. We're going to try a cross here with Nani. See how good his crossing is. That is right on a plate. That would have been perfect for Leao, but Leao doesn't win it. But I think that does technically count as an assist there for Bernardo Silva. The cross was in a perfect position, so maybe his crossing is something I need to use a bit more. Right, Nani. He's got Renato Sanchez on him, who is a very good midfielder, but he's just turned him inside out. Didn't quite do it the other way around. Play the ball in to Nani again. He's got the beating there of Kyle Walker. The pace does feel like a slight problem at times. As soon as you come up against someone who realistically should be giving you a good running race with Nani, it doesn't quite seem to have the legs, but it's a bit of a weird one. But we are going to cross it in again. The cross wasn't as good that time, but it was blocked. But that's one thing I'm noticing. His speed is definitely not his best asset, which we kind of discussed at the start of the video, looking at his in-games. Renato Sanchez down to Nani. Gonna play it to Aguero. Back to Nani, not quite. To get it to Rafael Leao though. Up to Nani here. Edge of the box, finesses. Oh, that was just wide. Decent effort. Well, first half of this game's been really good. I would say that Nani again has felt okay. I would say so far, honestly, nothing crazy special. It's not a massively expensive SBC, and I do feel like he's probably playing to about the value that he is. I wouldn't say he's the most amazing card I've used this year, but I'd say he's decent. Nani, we see a good run there from Aguero. Lovely run. I'm pretty sure he's still onside. Perfectly weighted pass as well, to be fair to Nani. Going to keep it alive, Aguero. And we're going to waste it because I'm trying to get the ball to Nani too much. My bad. Nice. Good play there. We're going to get it to Nani. Going to let it run on, then turn inside. See there, the dribbling there is fantastic. The skill move's great. Oh, it's unlucky he doesn't get the goal in the end of that because he would have deserved it. That was a fantastic build-up. But again, the dribbling just feels so good. The way he's just cutting between those two guys. I'm going to play the last part of this game with Nani up front just to see if he can do the job up front, because if some people are going to potentially do him as a super sub as a striker to bring on and like get you a goal, I'll just see if he's any good there. Well, that's the end of that game. You'll probably tell by the sheer lack of highlights after me saying I was moving Nani to striker that he didn't really have too much of an impact. He just doesn't feel like a striker at all, so I wouldn't recommend playing him as striker because to me, just didn't play like one. But that is going to draw us to a close on the end of this Nani player review, and I'm going to be honest, I'm not overly impressed. I think the card looks better stats-wise than it actually plays for me personally. One thing I will say is if it's a card that you're looking to get into your team to start off with, then it's actually relatively easy to get him on chem. I thought I was going to struggle to get him on chemistry, but I mean, even in my club with leagues that I don't particularly use, being the Serie A, I don't really use the French league, I've been able to get him on easy chems just with an icon there as well. So I would say if you're wanting to get him into your team, then he's actually a lot easier to get in than I thought he was going to be initially. I would say that he's not amazing. I think he's an okay card, and the fact I did him for free, I'm not too upset that I've got him. However, if I'd spent much more on him, I probably would be kind of gutted that he played the way that he did for me. But all in all, I'd maybe say, if I'm comparing, for example, these two, which I think they cost about the same, Rafael Leao's a beast. Rafael Leao is an absolute baller. That's from playing as wide cam for me as well. A couple of games played at striker, but pretty much majority played at wide cam. I would much rather play him at wide cam than Nani. But that's just my thoughts on him. Hopefully the reviews helped you guys. Please do leave a like on the video, of course, if it has. Make sure you subscribe if you're new to the channel. On our way to 5,000 subs. It would be amazing if we could get there anytime soon. But for now, guys, I want to say a massive thank you for watching. I've been Tom. You guys have been awesome, and I'll see you soon. Look after yourselves and wash your hands.
Let's go. Hursty games, and this how we do. Now it's time we team up. Check them online, you might catch them playing FIFA. Hey, yeah, you know we keep it live. Make sure to give a like and subscribe. Gaming channel, what's the best one? Keep it hella dope, hella fresh, huh? Yeah, Hursty games, tune in. Even told my grandmama, sister, and my best friend. You might want to check them if you want to be entertained. You already know the name. Check us out, Hursty games. Hey, whoop. Make sure to give a like and subscribe.